together this video to show you how to optimize your stream and your gaming so that you can maximize your FPS and also maintain a two-monitor system. So first, what you want to do is you want to go on your Windows screen, down on the bottom left, you're going to type in game mode. Okay, and you want to make sure game mode is off. Okay, and then you want to go to game bar and you want to make sure that is also off. You don't want either of those on. Okay, that's pretty simple. Next, what you're going to do is go to Nvidia Control Panel and right-click the screen. You're going to click on Nvidia Control Panel. It's going to open up a screen here. This is your Nvidia settings. You want to click on a few different things. We're going to check down from bottom up. Okay, so you want to use Nvidia settings for adjust video image. Okay, color settings, use Nvidia full dynamic range, 0 to 255. Gamma and color are the same. Manage GPU performance counters. That one you're going to leave alone. Set up multiple displays. You have your two displays. You want to make sure that the orientation is correct. Okay. You're going to leave this one alone. Digital audio, not really messing with that. Not really messing with HDCP. Rotate displays. You've got that figured out. Adjust desktop color settings. So what you're going to do here is you're going to use Nvidia settings for how to choose color set. Color channel, all channels. It adjusts your brightness, contrast, and gamma, digital vibrance, and hue. You're going to be at 50, 50, 1, 50, and 0. And reference image 1. Resolution, you want to make sure and set your resolution on both monitors. So for right now, I'm on monitor 1, and I can choose between 165 and 120. I want to maintain my 165. You're going to probably have something that says 145 or 144. Make sure you set that for both monitors by choosing either one, setting the refresh rate. Under your PC settings, you want to make sure and set 1920 to 1080, which is your native, and you're going to want to apply settings, highest format, full. Okay. Make sure you hit apply, and then I'm going to go over the exact settings for your FPS. So when you click on Manage 3D Settings, you're going to go down the line. These are your global settings. This is what it's set on your card as of right now. Most of these things you're going to leave alone, but I am going to go down one by one. Image sharpening off, scaling disabled, ambient inclusion off, application controlled, off, on, application controlled, application controlled. This just simply means that the app that you open is going to control that particular option. Anti-aliasing off, CUDA GPU all, DSR factors off, off, off. Max frame rate, okay? I, as you can see, run a frame rate on my monitor of 165. However, I have maxed out my frame rate at 200, and this is to accommodate any frame drops. So no matter what, I'm going to get the frame rate I have on my screen, at the very least. So what you're going to want to do under max frame rate is set yours to 165, or set yours to 175. You want to try to do it just above your monitor's refresh rate, which is 144, I believe. So you want to set yours to like 20 or 30 above your actual frame rate. So you can set this number to 165 or 175, your choice, but you want to make sure and set that frame rate. Okay, you've got multi-sample frames MFAA off. You want to open GL rendering GPU and click this option and select your GPU from the dropdown. Okay, power management, prefer maximum performance, preferred refresh rate, application controlled, shader cache on, texture filtering off, negative LOD allow, quality is quality, filtering on, auto off, off, 1, and off. And these are the settings you want to have for your global settings. You can also set them per program. So if you go to program settings and select the drop-down menu, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, I'm not sure if you're running Vulkan or regular, but you can literally just scroll down here and see which Rainbow Six Siege you are running. Most likely it's going to be Vulkan if you're running that, but I would recommend to run Vulkan. So Vulkan is going to balance the load on your CPU and your GPU. So I would definitely choose I would definitely choose Vulkan to run for when you are streaming. It's going to maximize your frame rate anyway. Regardless, what you're going to do is click on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Vulkan, and it's going to show you all the settings for Vulkan for Siege for you. So just going down the line, I'm going to leave it on there so you can read all that. And then we'll scroll down to where low latency mode was. Okay, there you go. Then you can pause it here and take a look, and then that's the rest. Okay, once you've set your NVIDIA control panel settings, you are then going to set your stream settings and Siege. So I'm going to load up Siege right now, and we'll go through your settings for Siege. This is to optimize for stream. All right, let's open up the stream settings. Okay, so here's my stream settings. Output, software 264, 6,000 bit frame rate, keyframe intervals 2, and very fast. You don't see it on here, but it'll say very fast for CPU usage. Audio is as is. Video, you want to run 1920 by 1080, 1600 by 900, land coast 34 2-bit samples, common FPS value, and 60. Under advanced, you want to do not check this. So if you have forced GPU as render device, uncheck it. Okay, and that's pretty much it there. Yep, all done there. Okay, now for Siege. Now there's one last setup that you want to make for Siege, and we will open that up in just a second. So your system is similar to mine in that I used to be able to run Siege, stream, and both monitors and get at least 100 FPS in game. So what you want to do is at least manage 100 FPS while you're streaming with both monitors with the configuration that you have now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up Siege, and we will look at what settings are optimal for you for Siege so you can maximize your frame rate. It's just going to take a sec to load up. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope this makes sense to you and works out. If you have any questions, just definitely let me know. I can explain anything you want. And what I have across the top here is I actually have my stats, just in case I want to see what my system is running. I have it live right there, so I can definitely see how my system is performing. That's powered, it's a GPU Tweak 2. It's actually a GTX ASUS product. So if you do have an RTX or a GTX 1080 or 1660, 2070, any of those, you can actually download this GPU Tweak 2, and it allows you to monitor your system in real time. All right, so options, display. I have mine running on borderless, 1920, 1080, 16:9 ratio. It's locked in at my frame rate. I have VSync off, widescreen letterbox off, field of view 85. Okay. And for graphics, I have mine set texture quality to high. You want to set yours to either medium or high. I have this because I have a 2080. You can probably manage high, so you can go ahead and set texture quality to high. Texture filtering, you want to leave that on anisotropic 16 times, LOD quality, ultra. Shading quality, you can either do these to medium or low on all three. Ambient occlusion, lens effect, and zoom in depth field off. Anti-aliasing TAA. Adaptive render scaling target 0. And then render scaling target 100, TAA sharpness 100, hit apply. These are going to be what is best for your system, running Siege and 2 monitors at the same time. I hope that works out. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. That's literally all you need to do to optimize Siege with stream and with 2 monitors. This result should end up giving you about 100 FPS, if not a little bit more. Please let me know if it does not. We can take a look at it even further, but that should be what's optimized for you on stream.